jolly. Gracchus Rex, ruler to some, tyrant to others, long dead to all.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He's
I'm not supposed to talk to elves. Well, elves eat people and their pets. Elves don't know the alphabet. Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid, searching your face. He lifts his mirror to his nose, closes...
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or crazy. Maybe you're right. At least they don't mind where anyone goes. They know we can't leave the island, and it's a lot nicer out here than inside. But you didn't die. Guess I am, but it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary. There isn't anywhere safer. You'll see.
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore.
Worms take you!
I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay. Magister Jalen from the ship. I would have chosen a swifter death for him myself.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist.
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have, had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
My gratitude is worth a great deal, if only you'd realize it. As for the slave thing, let's forget about all that, shall we? Now then, if there's nothing further... I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident I was
He sighs,
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Judging by the dark pools that are your eyes, I'd say...
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Of course, it's rather specific. Quite obviously, I'm musing over the very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended,
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am? The very same. I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World-Tamer. Of course you know me.
there's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have. Then by all means.
He watches you depart without another word, then turns back to face the sea.
Yes, I'm still here, contemplating my... Then by all means.
He watches you.
A black cat. Beauteous creature. Almost as great.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity. Its eyes clear, and it shakes its head, confused. The cat's eyes are clouded and it appears...
Now where should I put this one? I know nothing of any Verdus.
We already know the truth, Magister. No.
One, two, longer to the crew. Hey, lady. It's a lot nicer here than that stink. I'm sure glad some of the others made it out alive too. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. I don't... I never want to step foot on a stuffy old boat ever again. Never.
I found something. I wonder where this leads. Rubbish.
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's still not wearing his mask. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and pulling at the skin of
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to... Oh.
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face.
No! Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected. It seems the human that stole my mask was rather more resourceful than I gave her credit. I chased her here, but she rather seems to have given me the slip.
He turns back to the body, prodding at its face cautiously.
Nowhere in this world is safe. A face that seems rather stubborn. I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face. I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
because my own was stolen from me. And the idea of being chased across Rivellon by every Oh, get away! Monster! Hide the children! You are simple beasts. And you simply do not like my... Well, so, if I am to traverse this land, I will need a mask to disguise my features. Simply put, I am an Eternal, and you are not. Indeed, no one seems to have the good taste to be. My people are rather absent, at least from this realm. As for the others, well, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answers. Well, that hardly seems relevant. But if you must know, I was inconvenienced. Several centuries, in fact. I was sealed in a tomb for daring to be curious about the world. Perhaps I should thank him. It seems I was spared whatever happened to the others. I wonder if flowers... I suppose, circumstances being what they are, you seem more at ease in this world than I. Excellent. While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather skilled in... Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality. But being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade or bow. So, which do you require for this? Ah, you seek a more subtle approach. How surprisingly civilized. Very well. What do you require? I could do that with one hand behind my Splendid. Very well.
already know the truth, Magister. Now speak.
I am a proud loyal to the Order.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Stay silent,
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If Dallas,
Yes, your
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
The Lizard Magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
These creatures are so prone to violence. Naturally, the weaker specimens...
I got my eye on you, Moss Muncher. Don't try any of that sauce business on my watch or I'll do to you what the hammer did to that traitor. You shut that filthy gash in your face. You're all the same, you sorcerers. Don't recognise what's good for you.
Did you see 'em? You did, right? Those claws. Wonder what's behind the masks, too. Can't be pretty. That, Magister, that was Bishop Alexander, leader of the Divine Order, and his right hand, Dallas. How do you not know this? That kind of talk will land you on the rack, Pipsqueak. Now, why don't you move along and settle in? A Magister will come and find you when they're ready for you. Could be a while, though.
Come on then, did you see them, miss? Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself? They were so close, almost within...
A traitor cannot be murdered. A traitor can only receive their due. Easy enough to say in times of peace, But look, the void woken are coming, miss.
Pipe down, Farah. It's time to accept reality.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your fifth blue just in his road.
Pipe down. It's time to accept reality.
If you don't like the game, Topsy, you can fold.
I told him at noon exactly. Didn't I?
Sweetheart.
A little respect for Griff's
Pipe
right.
down, Farah. It's time to accept reality.
Fella's got more right hands than an octopus.
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
That's it. I call court. Pay up.
He hasn't changed a bit. Always.
God!
That's your fifth blue just to this road.
What of it? Yeah, what of it?
You there? Elf? I'm looking for an inmate. A smallish man, thick spectacles, prone to... Have you seen him? Useless. It is a very important matter that I locate this Migo. Tell me if you hear mention of him.
That's it. I call court. Pay up.
Greetings, child. You must be very far from your homelands indeed. Hurts to be so far from your loved ones, eh? No one's truly fine alone, my friend. People...
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your fifth blue just to this road.
The cat's eyes are clouded and it appears...
What is it, weirdo? Your coin's gathering in a cave to the east. Head there if you want to keep your face in one piece. Whatever. And say hello to Ruler for me. When...
Your children, your supplicants, and you divine.
Huh? What you doing here? Didn't Griff already take one of them ears of yours? Hey, somehow, I don't think that'll take too long. Beat it then, and enjoy your face while it's still in one piece.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly...
Don't touch me! You're too close. This collar, this place, it's squeezing the life from me. Do you? You seem fine.
Her hands move again to her throat. She seems to try to make space.
Please, can you... An elf! Stay away, cannibal. If I find out you've gone near my baby, I'll skin you a good day. Irma?
Fella can't hear himself think with a... You hear that, Farah?
You got to cut that out. What's happened to you? I had sympathy at first. A mum calling after her dead child's a sad. Might well be. But that ain't helping either of us sleep at night. Known her all my life. Her little girl Irma too. Farah was a straight shoot. Distraught don't even begin to cover it. She's hollering after that child of hers, and there ain't no amount of hollering that'll... Farah, she ain't coming back.
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you... You won't regret it. Not when you hear what I've got to say. We need to be quick, though. You never know when the Magisters are going to haul you off. I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. I have a way out of here. It won't be easy, and I need a... Are you interested? Believe whatever you want. This may be your only chance at leaving this place. Take it, atta girl. The plan's simple, completely foolproof. I have a spell that I can use to teleport you right out of here. There's an artifact that you can use to teleport me out of this place. Then I can use my spell to free you in turn. This item, though, it's in... What? You think I'm being lazy? You see, I need someone who can handle themselves in a scrap. The item's within a crocodilian nest on a beach nearby. I'm glad you're of such a mind. Get that artifact. So, what's the news?
When another divine arises, will source change back?
The lizard's brow knits together, then apart, and back again.
What? Oh, new, are you? Very good, very good. Make yourself at home.
Oh, 10 bottles of mead.
Advice? Hold on to yourself, my friend.
50 bottles of tea. Say, I don't know any elvish ditties. Got nothing spicy enough to keep my mind off this place for a few bars. Don't break your head, Vic.
So, what's the news?
She don't listen to reason. Maybe you'll have better luck than I. If I have to hear calling after Irma another day, I might lose my head. And there's not a soul...
She ignores you and continues calling out for her Irma.
It's too tight.
Look up, old chap. There's plenty of singletons about.
Leave me be, Sam.
I only mean that if you think about it logically... Please, excuse us.
You're talking to me, not her, Sam.
Oh, for the love of Lucian, Balladeer. You're acting like a mad...
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on. Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was messy? I'd rather puke myself to death 1,000 times than...
A flat smile twitched.
She never did like you.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the nearly finished coffin, bloodied hammer in hand.
Murder's a big word. And no, this here's a bed for someone 1,000 times better than that snake. Rest her soul.
He lines up another nail.
I'll be with you soon, love.
Come on, you stubborn hunk of garbage.
The dwarf's fingers clamp around a splintered chunk of wood nailed to the skeleton of an old ship. His whole body strains.
Ah! Eh? Oh, that. Reckon I might have had a harder time of it without your help. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms and rubs.
Ah! Bleeding nail must be charmed or something. We'll just see it.
He grabs hold of the plank and hefts his great bulk backward. The rusted nail pops loose, and the dwarf stands back, smiling. The plank promptly crumbles to pieces.
Son of a... Aye, and nothing all but worthless either.
He casts one appraising eye over the planks strewn on the ground, and those still He sucks a finger and hook.
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
He gives you a ride.
Aye, was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to missing a... Hold on there, lass. You looking to spend the rest of your days on this island? Or do you want to get out? Well now...
He crosses his great burly...
I reckon... Yep, you'll do. Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this place, and I'll do the same for you. That's this.
He lifts an invisible cap.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's... now, it's quite a nice-sized place, actually. Play your cards right and I'll invite you for the summer. I'll tell you when you're older. Anyhow, we're a team now. So let's get down to brass tacks. I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin, and I picked up a few tricks along the way. Truth be told, I've grown fond of crushing it. May not look it, but I'm pretty light on my toes when I need to be. Did you have... Then it's settled. Capital! Well, that's that sorted.
Why don't you join us in a round of cards? First hands on the house. Chuff to you, Chief. Here are your cards. You're up first.
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat.
Well, that was easy. Looks like you'll have to pay your interment fee after all. Blaming a bloke you just met for your misfortune, are you? Ease off, or I'll go ahead and double what you owe. With pleasure.
bleeding.
Yeah, what of it?
Ah, grab it in your gobblers, the both of you!
If you don't like the game, Topsy, you can fold.
No, no! Just 'cause the pair of you are filthy, cheating liars don't mean I can't beat you!
The dust. 50 bottles of tears over.
Don't mean I can't beat ya!
A little respect for Griff's right hand, Topsy.
Fella's got more right hands than an octopus! of it. Ah, grab it in your gobblers, the both of you!
Sweetheart?
If you don't like the game, Topsy, you
Fire her. She ain't coming back.
He hasn't changed a bit. Always.
Can't talk now.
Send us your children, your supper.
I'll yield to none.
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late. Come on, old man. I can't wait all day. Changed a bit. Always late. Come on, old man. I can't wait all day.
I'm feeding.
he.
Send us your children, your supplicants.
Dear one, help me teach this.
Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this place running. Griff can't do it for free.
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf.
Just stand aside, one.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before...
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one runs the kitchen. Means he runs me, you, and everyone else in camp. Everyone in camp's got to contribute.
Food, protection. I have neither.
You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the Magisters. And now come on, elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
Burrow looks you up and...
You look like you're worth a little more than that. Get lost, elf.
He sidles up to you, leering. He lies there, whimpering. The elf smiles and bows to you in thanks.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
The dog focuses at the cat at you.
little reprieve from the din outside.
State your business. Certainly. You may not be a list. If it's trade you're looking for, I've made a habit of procuring items that can prove that's for you to decide.
No one tells me there are so many children in this Fort Joy. Magisters I handle, but small. It is a strange moment. Elves travel...
The young girl's eyes are covered, but she turns toward you.
Ah, hello. So much you suffer. So much. I do not mean to disturb you. It's just...
Her eyebrows shoot up.
There can be a way. Amiro knows. But he is gone. My protector, my friend. An elf like me. He is caught by those who hurt him. I wish so much for his return. And I know I can trust you. I see something that helps. I see a lizard. He is a lizard of many dreams, of far feeling. You do? Yes, please ask. I knew we must be here. I am not... Oh, I do not cover my eyes. I cover the place they used to be. They are gone now.
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Our kind of few here. We must help each other.
She bows.
I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through. Through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs, I can stand. In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. Wait, before you go, I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. Thank you.
I feel him, but I do not see him.
You can't get me. I'll stab you right in the eye. You're cheating. You're cheating.
Friend, what do you need?
I'll stab you right in the eye. Wait, I call a timeout.
Boring.
Something isn't right here. It could be an ambush.
You can't get me!
This hole is too small for you to squeeze into.
Is it not enough that you travel with? Go on then, bark away. Let's see if we can find any method in it. I've spotted something.
I need to dig here.
She's much better off.
Leave it, Sam.
Please, excuse...
You're talking...
Oh, for the...
Say it again. What you said about my... Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth.
A flat smile.
She never...
The man looks for a moment at the corpse. He nods at you and turns back.
I'll be with you soon, love.
Comes it out all dilly-eyed day. Come on, you stubborn hunk.
The dwarf...
Ah! Eh? Oh, that. Reckon I might have had a harder time of it without your help, though. Now, if you look...
The dwarf spits into each of his...
Ah! Bleeding nail must be... We'll just see about...
He grabbed the plank.
Son of a... Aye, and...
He casts... He sucks a fin...
Winds like these. She would have capsized before she reached the break.
He gives you a...
Aye. Was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Maybe you...
He stands before...
There's something of you, you know? You don't have to accept your fate on this. Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this. Ah, it's this.
He lifts and...
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's... now. It's quite a nice-sized place, actually. Play your cards right and I'll invite you for the summer. I'll tell you when you're old. Anyhow, let's get down to... I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin, and I picked up a few tricks along the way. Truth be told, I've grown fond of crushing and casting. A battle mage, if you like. I've more muscle in an inch than most have got in a mile. What do you have in mind in particular? Then it's settled. Capital! Well, that's that sorted. this again?
The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves.
Haven't seen you around here before. New? Well, don't worry too much. You here alone?
She gives you...
You think twice about facing this mean world alone, eh? Some of us haven't got anyone at all anymore. It's nothing. If I haven't learnt that by now, I haven't... Used to be, I had a family. A husband, and a little boy. Then they brought us here. I couldn't stop them from taking my boys from me when they did. Reckon they were cured. Now I'm just waiting for them to call my name. Waiting and remembering. Thank you kindly, sweetheart. Listen to me, bubbling on like a cauldron. You're sweet to listen. You run along now, darling.
Cowrie, cockle, clam. Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. For I am an elf. The tongue of others is not my tongue. You may speak of them. We are unfamiliar, yet familiar. So tell me your tale. You are back, so you are ready. You are ready. Start from the beginning. Start from where I see. Now tell me more. I understand. Now tell me how your story ends. Ah, you want reunion. Life, we can see the things we lose. Not with our eyes, but with our heart. It is nothing. Many fragments.
So, this is Fort Joy.
Surely you'll have one. What a crumbling disaster.
Hey, why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff you won't find anywhere else in camp. Procured by special means.
Worse than war rations, these.
Let's just say folks leave here, but they don't seem to take their effects. Boss don't mind where the gold comes from, long as he gets his cut. Have a look, why don't you? Your cash is plenty good here.
Let me guess, you're here for a match. Don't know what you heard, but they won't take it easy on you just 'cause you're an elf. Nothing I can tell you you can't find out by slipping down that hat.
You forget my name here? Give it down, will you?
Ain't fit for beasts.
Griff is slowly, methodically
What? Who's asking?
He smirks and holds the little knife up to the light.
I'm listening. Thugs. Look at it this way. People get lawless here, and sure, have a look. Good stuff, huh? A Myro. I guess you mean the clown I caught stealing from my kitchen. Caught him red-handed trying to make off with a second crate after he took the first. Supplies. A crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk. All I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got yourself a deal. You already know the terms. Leave him be. Don't...
Listen, I can help you if you just...
Shut up! Ain't fit for beasts.
I've got that special shipment he was asking after. Got it. If a Magister finds this on you, you forget my name here?
Hands out your pockets now. What do you want, freak? If Boss trusts you to find something for him, you better not disappoint him. You won't like him when he's disappointed. You mean that guy in the cage? Oh, I don't associate with elves. Fella says he's innocent, but you know how they lie. Boss will be fine. He's got himself in a fit state now, but as soon as another shipment... yeah, Boss is awful passionate about
citrus. I can't get enough of the stuff. Mind your manners round Griff, eh?
When another divine arises, will source change back?
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone? You won't regret it. Not when you hear what I've got to say. We need to be quick, though. You never know when the magic... I've been here a long time. I have a... Are you interested? Oh, noble. Good luck with your...
I don't think I am watching. That's your fifth
Pipe down for her. It's time for a step.
Who in their right mind would think of a thing like this?
As you approach the blacksmith, you feel a bony hand on your arm. Fane leans in and whispers in your ear.
If it would be acceptable, I have an inquiry for this human, and if it would not be acceptable, well, that would render this entire conversation...
Fane approaches the blacksmith and quietly speaks to her. You can't overhear much. Fane's words are quiet, but you hear the blacksmith repeat, "Face ripper?"
What is it with creeps like you and Master Niles? I told him to slither back to his dungeon, and you can get two for...
Fane backs away, scratching his head. It seems that didn't go as he'd expected. He is lost in thought, though. She must have said something he found interesting. Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts...
And what you after? I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself, for those bodyguards of hers. Boy, they're sharp.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something? Nothing of mine needs testing. Pay up.
The Magister stares at the ground, unaware of your presence.
The Divine is dead. The Bishop is all we have left.
No good omen, I think.
Yes, our Lord.
Her voice
I do wish Alexander...
Shove off, cannibal.
He grumbles low under his breath. The guard clenches his fists.
Move, now.
Go on.
Leave me. Go. Get away. Get...
Can we get on with this already? This long. I can wait long.
You come to fight. You come to prove yourself. You come to be worthy.
She scoffs.
To prove you are the one. Never mind. The one does not ask such a question. Good. Who aids you? Choose wisely. Whether you fail or succeed.
Each battle strengthens the spirit of the one.
Each day brings us one step closer.
I'm the only one with the guts. I deserve the glory.
You cannot hurry the one. Patience does not come easy, however.
I'm the only one
Not
with the
drawing many winning cards of late, but I won't be crying over it. Sailed away from my last island prison scot-free. No reason I can't do it again. I'm no people person, but I've had a run-in or two with... One way or another we'll slip past them. Just keep your head to the ground. You'll get more than an earful of dirt, I promise. You noticed that, eh? So, there's some things you ought to know about me. I'm sort of... Anywho, let's just get it out there. I'm a To make an overlong story over short, I started the rebellion and got caught and exiled to an island prison. Like Fort Joy, and then I came upon the Victory. Nice ship. The royal sailors walked the plank as well as you could hope for. That's where I found the notes. Right there in the open. Next to the manifest. Then I'll be quick. Queen Justinia's ordered some dwarf named Lohar to ambush a ship called... So, yeah. Hoping to find this Lohar fellow and stop the Operation Downfall thing. And there...
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?